Let's see how that went. Oh, we are live there. Now I'm going to share.
Yay.
Hi, everyone.
We're live on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Facebookers, face huggers.
Face. All right, here we go.
And Justin Smith. He's been all over those Oscar nominations. So I get lots to say about that.
Yeah.
Believe me. Michael Moriarty is here.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, we're
Hey,
arranging
Team
our
Woloski.
cameras. Arranging cameras. There we go. Yay! It's a party.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Patrick, you're on the East Coast, right? Is that correct? Oh, Rebecca Whitebrock.
Yay!
Hey, Rebecca. All right, this is our 200th episode.
Woohoo!
Episode.
Yay!
Wow. Brian Cry? Christopher Marino.
Yay! Welcome, everyone. We got 3 people on YouTube, too,
Patrick
so
Izzo
far.
says we're outside of Philly. Go Eagles. I'm more of a Monkees fan, but if you like the Eagles are good. Hotel California is one of the best rock songs ever. Happy Toddy Perez says, hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Happy 200th.
It's about all the Spanish that I know, sorry.
It's a party. We need those party things.
I'll add that in post. Oh, Marcus is on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus. Woo. Ahsoka has joined us today, too. All right.
Get it out now.
We are excited, you guys. We are excited.
Very excited. 200.
It's our 200th episode. I'm going to
Yikes.
put up these numbers here. Hello. And let's speak. Hi.
Hey,
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin, hey. Long time no hear,
Yeah,
Kevin.
haven't heard from. Yay.
So glad everyone's here to join us.
I know.
On
Very
episode
excited.
200.
I guess I should go to the show notes, shouldn't I?
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll wing it. Heather Hunt just joined us.
Uh-oh. Ahsoka's lightsaber fell. Oh, no.
Burned a hole right through the floor. Congrats on 200.
There
we
we
couldn't
go.
have done it without you guys and girls. Aaron Richardson, are you starting the flu? No, I'm trying to get over a cold.
Yeah.
Get this lingering cough. All right, but enough about that.
Enough about that. I think it's time we start our 200th episode.
Episode.
Woohoo! All right,
Don't worry, I won't keep doing that.
I'm going to press record right now. Right here, right now.
Good.
We did it, Skywalkers! This is our 200th episode of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! And like Sarah just said, this is our 200th episode, and we have you to thank for it. You downloaded and listened for the past 4 years and 200 shows, and we couldn't be more grateful. So once again, welcome back to Skywalking Through Neverland. Someone didn't turn off their phone.
No.
Sorry, my bad.
That's staying in the show.
So my bad.
Wow.
All right. So, what do you say we start again?
Okay.
All right. So,
really?
gotta slate it. Yeah.
That was funny.
Don't know where to edit in and out of that one. And you know what? People are calling us to wish us a happy 200 episode.
There you go.
So,
oh my gosh.
Thank you for that. And maybe they're calling in to make sure that we are their podcast destination for the many decades of Star Wars and Disney fandom. And I would say yes. Yes, we are. I am Richard Woloski. Now, everyone, please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, who is Ahsoka cosplay bounding.
Yes, I am. I'm wearing the L. Hopper Snips cardigan wrap fun thing, and I love it, and it's warm, and it's soft, and I have my little Ahsoka right here. Ahsoka is celebrating our 200th episode with us. Isn't that exciting?
And we all know what you're gearing toward.
What?
The Forces of Destiny Ahsoka doll.
Oh, I so want that doll. Oh
she's
my
been talking
gosh. Oh, look at this. Jennifer says, you guys are couple goals.
Wow.
That's so cute.
Thank you.
I think my mom just joined too. So yay. Welcome. Welcome. Well, you know what? Welcome everyone. We want to give all of you who are watching right now and who are listening later and wherever you are, we want to give you a warm and fuzzy
Wow. You think after 200 episodes, we could get it right.
No.
But we don't turn off our phones.
No.
Things are falling in the background. All right, let's get our act together.
All
ahead.
right. Well, we want to give everyone a warm and fuzzy Wookiee hug to our family of Skywalkers. And this truly is a lovely family, as you will hear later on in the show. And we want to thank you all for listening to the show each and every week. Thanks to all of you Skywalkers who are watching, you Skytubers and face huggers. And Mom is asking, what did I drop? I dropped a photo album down here because I've been going through some photos and I'm going to post on social media later. Going to convert. It's going to be fun. All right. And also, you can tweet at us while you listen and say, hey, why are you keep interrupting yourselves with all your your phones and everything? And you can tweet at us. We are at Skywalking Pod because we love it when you share our joy in this adventure through fandom. And you guys, we got like at least 10 subscribers last week on YouTube, and we need more. We need like 40 more for 1,000 subscribers. So head to youtube.com/skywalkingthrough-neverland and click that subscribe button so we get more subscribers. Yay!
All right. You know what? An easy task.
Yes.
Skywalkers, are you up to it? I think you are. All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on January 23rd, 2018.
23rd?
Now, last week we recorded on a special date, which was my birthday.
Yep.
Now, Sarah, tell everyone why this date is so important. This date, January 23rd, going back to 2006.
January 23rd is the day of our first date. We had our first date on January 23rd, 2006. For a little bit there, before we got married, that was our anniversary.
Yeah, and really we had met in October, but because of the holidays, we had to wait until January to get together. And what time did we meet?
At 7:48 p.m.?
7:48 p.m.
Yes.
Because why 7:30? Why 8 o'clock when you can go 7:48?
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, and going into the date, I thought, is this one going to work? One way to find out. We sat down to eat, and you started talking about John Williams.
That's right.
There you go. You know what? Clear the table, clear the calendar, clear the schedule. I found my sweetie wife.
And John Williams was our connection right there. How cute is that? Oh.
Which ties into today's show.
Yes, because coming up on this episode, we are going to start diving in to the music of The Last Jedi. So, moments we loved, moments of silence, and Kylo Ren's new motifs. He doesn't get a full theme, but he gets like 2 or 3 motifs. So John Williams has created yet another masterpiece, which we can talk about in his Symphony of Star Wars.
So we have John Williams really to thank for us getting together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanks, Johnny. Can I call you Johnny? Now, we also have story time around the campfire. Well, we will read to you Chewie and the Porgs.
Where we will read to you. You said well.
Oh, okay, one more time. We also have story time around the campfire where we will read to you Chewie and the Porgs. What was Chewie doing in The Last Jedi while Rey was training? How did he and the Porgs bond after he tried to eat one of them? Well, grab a cup of green or blue milk and join us a little later on.
Now, we also have several messages that came in from you Skywalkers about reaching our 200th episode, which we'll be playing and reading throughout the show.
But before we kick into all of that, Sarah, we have an announcement.
Yes, we have an announcement. Congrats on 200 episodes, and that didn't sound good. Yes, we have an announcement. We have a new affiliate for Skywalking Through Neverland, and it is Pozu shoes. You may have noticed some gorgeous shoes being shared around social media, like Stormtrooper booties. You've seen those, right, Richard?
I love those.
Yeah.
I have to get myself a pair.
I know. They have Rey high boots that she wears in The Last Jedi. And now, new out today, Porg shoes. They're both for women and men, which is exciting. And these are all by Pozu, which is which makes shoes ethically and sustainably. And I have the Rey low boots that she wore in The Force Awakens. And honestly, they are the most comfortable shoes that I own. Richard, you can attest to this. You see me wear these all the time, right?
You wear them to bed.
I do. Well, you know what? They lasted 3 full days at Star Wars Celebration Orlando, like from sunup to sundown and beyond, and also other conventions, and they are definitely my go-to Disneyland shoe as well. So not only are they made with the earth in mind, but they're also, so comfy, and they're the shoe that actually Lucasfilm chose to be the footwear for Rey. So I think that's really awesome, and you can now buy some beautiful, comfortable shoes and support Skywalking Through Neverland at the same time. So to do that, you just simply head over to skywalkingthroughneverland.com and then mouse over the Support Us tab. A Pozu link will pop right up in that drop-down menu. And so we receive a small commission every time you click through that link and buy these amazing Pozu shoes. So we thank you so much for your support. And just know that Pozu, it is an overseas company, but they are actually working on starting a manufacturing plant in the U.S.
Oh.
So they will be doing that. So you'll notice that their prices and stuff are in like British pounds, I believe. But don't let that scare you. It is kind of an investment shoe, but once again, you wear them all the time. They're so comfy. They're amazing.
Did you just say mouse over?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Or are you tying it into Disney?
No. Oh, no. That is a thing. No, you mouse over a button.
Okay.
I guess that's what I call it. It's when you hover over,
right. Okay.
Certain things happen, on the internet.
I just never heard mouse over, so I thought you were just tying it all in.
Yeah.
All right, with that now, let's talk about the Rancor in the Room. Oscar nominations, which were announced this morning for the 90th Annual Academy Awards. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. All right, one more time. All right, now let's talk about the Rancor in the Room. The Oscar nominations were announced today for the 90th Annual Academy Awards. Now, I say Rancor in the Room because there were a couple of snubs we'll get into in just a few moments. Mm-hmm. But there were a small handful of The Last Jedi and Disney nominations of interest.
Yes.
So first, let's go over these nominations for The Last Jedi.
Okay.
They got one for sound editing. All right, we saw that one coming.
Good.
And the nominations went out to Matthew Wood and Ren Kleiss. They got another one for sound mixing. We saw that one coming as well. With nominations going out to Ren Kleiss, Stuart Wilson, David Parker, and Michael Semenik.
Now, I remember sound has been a big thing that's been nominated for Star Wars movies in the past. I seem to recall Rogue One as well.
Yeah, pretty much every big budget film gets the sound nominations.
Okay, all right.
So that's why I said we saw that one coming.
All right, now, John Williams was also nominated for a soundtrack for The Last Jedi, and this is his 51st nomination for original score. So now he has broken his own record for the most Academy Award nominations than any other living person. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but you know what? I see that.
Yeah.
There was never a time when I read that I thought, wait a minute, let me go back and recount these.
Right. Now, he has won, we should note, he's been nominated 51 times, but he has only won 5 times. So actually his odds aren't that great. And he has won for Star Wars, Jaws, E.T., Fiddler on the Roof, and Schindler's List. Now, notably, Schindler's List was in 1993. That's the last time John Williams won.
That's not right.
No.
That's not right at all. Considering he should have won for The Force Awakens.
Yes.
just Rey's theme alone, give it to him.
So I'm definitely pulling for him this year, especially, I mean, we're going to get into the soundtrack a little later. There are some amazing things in the Last Jedi soundtrack.
All right, before we go any further, do you think John Williams is going to win?
I hope so.
Yeah, without even knowing what else is on the nomination list.
You don't think so?
I think they're going to snub The Last Jedi just because of all the backlash. I really think that, and it's very unfortunate. Now, I also want to go on a tangent by saying I myself do not put any stock in any of this. I mean, this is as real to me as, help me out here, fantasy football is to sports fans. And the reason I know anything about fantasy football is because Adam Carolla talks about it endlessly. So this is just all a big fantasy. There's so much politics that goes into the Academy Awards. So it's fun to go through. It's fun to watch for the big production numbers. Maybe Rob Lowe will sing again like he did back in 1985, 86. But it's not something that I'm going to be that concerned with.
Okay.
Seeing how they keep getting snubbed. Star Wars keeps getting snubbed year after year.
Well, now Justin Smith brings up some interesting points about the music nominations, and that is he's surprised that John Williams wasn't nominated for The Post, which he also did the music for. Steven Spielberg also was snubbed for the director for The Post. And Justin Smith thinks that The Shape of Water by Rogue One's almost composer will win. So Alexander Desplat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, up for visual effects. Now, The Last Jedi is... Sorry. Wow. Now, The Last Jedi is also up for visual effects, with nominations going out to Ben Morris, Mike Mulholland, Chris Corbould, and Neil Scanlon. I thought Neil Scanlon just did the creature effects. Now, this is where things get complicated, because they're going up against War for the Planet of the Apes.
Uh-oh, Richard, what are you gonna choose?
Well, you know what? Of course, I've got to choose The Last Jedi. However, I really think War for the Planet of the Apes deserves this award.
Why is that?
Because when you watch it, you don't even think these apes are CG.
Okay.
There's no way something as realistic as what they gave us could be CGI. I'm still under the belief they went out and found these really hyper-intelligent apes and taught them how to act. That's how realistic they were. And they did the impossible, and that is making hair look natural. That's something that has always been that's
been hard to do.
Yeah, that jab into the side, because everyone knows what hair looks like, and if you don't get it right, like King Kong back in 2005, great film by Peter Jackson, but King Kong just never looked that real because the hair didn't lay flat, in my opinion.
Okay, interesting.
So I think this is going to be a tough one for me.
Yeah.
But I don't think this should be tough for the Academy, and they should give it to War for the Planet of the Apes.
Okay. Blade Runner 2049 is also up for nomination in that category too. And I've heard good things about that. I haven't seen it yet, but...
Right. And they're also up against Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes.
And Kong Skull Island. I love all these films, but I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, my ring in the hat, for The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, if you notice, there's a couple of snubs going on here. I really thought Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher would definitely get an Oscar nomination for Best Actor for Mark Hamill and maybe Best Supporting Actor for Carrie Fisher, seeing how she was in a back-to-bed the whole film.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I've seen a lot of criticism on Facebook as well. I just...
About
Mark,
nominations?
especially Mark Hamill not getting the nomination.
Okay, interesting.
But once
I
again,
mean-
you know, it's a genre film, and hardly ever do genre films ever
Exactly.
get nominated, except going back to Heath Ledger, who got nominated and won the Best Actor award for Batman Returns, Batman: The Dark Knight.
The last Batman movie.
The last that wasn't the name of it. Last
Oh.
Batman movie. You know, the Heath Ledger Batman movie.
Yes, yes.
So he was nominated and he won.
Right.
Other than that, genre films, few and very, very far between.
Yeah, and I mean there are a lot of, I mean, all the nominations seem to be lining up with like the Golden Globes as well. Like all the same people are nominated for the same movies.
Yeah.
So, and that does not include, you know, all the Marvel or the Star Wars or, you know, those kind of films.
All right. James Whalen just weighed in on Facebook and said The Dark Knight.
Okay. Was
All
it
right.
The Dark Knight? Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you. The
Yeah.
Dark Knight. All right.
All right, and I was almost expecting Ryan Johnson to be nominated for Best Director.
He certainly did a lot of work.
Right, but I do think all the fan backlash really hurt The Last Jedi when being in the nomination phase.
Okay. Interesting.
But
all right.
then
well,
again, you know what? It's the Oscars. It's who cares? It's just fun to go through the list.
It is. And you know what? Some Disney films were nominated in various categories. So Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez got a nomination for their song Remember Me from Coco, which is fun, but it is up against the song This Is Me from the Greatest Showman soundtrack. And honestly, This Is Me speaks to what is happening today. It's basically, you know, it's the underrepresented saying, this is me, this is who I am, and you accept me for me. And that's kind of the conversation that is going on right now. So honestly, I think that song has an edge over Remember Me from Coco. And if you want to hear more, that's from the Greatest Showman soundtrack. And if you want to hear more about this, on the Deadline podcast, which is affiliated with Deadline.com, there's an interview with singer and actress Keala Settle, who actually, you know, sang that song. She's like the main singer for This Is Me on that song. And she talks about her time filming The Greatest Showman and leading up to The Greatest Showman, and also, you know, meeting, who's the main actor that I like?
Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman, thank you. And meeting Hugh Jackman, which is fun.
I noticed The Great Showman was underrepresented in
The Greatest Showman?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
was underrepresented in the Oscar nominations. All right. Also, Disney got another one for animated feature for Coco.
Yay, that'll win.
Yeah. Lee Unkrich and Darla K. Anderson were nominated for that. Sarah Greenwood and Katie Spencer were nominated in the production design category for Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, woohoo. I'm excited about that. Wasn't that also nominated for costumes?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So Beauty and the Beast nominated for costumes, which I would love to see that.
Right. Now, missing, I thought Beauty and the Beast should have been nominated for an original song.
There were 5 original songs in it.
And being such a music-heavy film, I thought for sure they would give a nod to at least one of the songs.
Okay.
But no, a lot of snubs going on this year.
Oh, it always happens though when you only have like 5 in a category.
Yeah.
So
Some categories only having 3.
I know. I don't understand that. Like the makeup and stuff only has 3, and I don't understand why. Interesting about that.
All right, but you know what? Like fantasy football, it's just kind of fun to go over.
Yes.
And now we'll move on.
Yes, we do have an honorable mention, which Trisha Barr tweeted today and made me aware of this. But Glenn Keane and Kobe Bryant were nominated in the Best Animated Short category for Dear Basketball, which is music written by John Williams. And this short we actually saw at the Hollywood Bowl back in September for the Skywalking Through Neverland John Williams concert meetup. So we actually saw that, and honestly, like, if you weren't crying by the end of that short, you have no soul. Because it was just so touching.
And also a big thanks to Michelle Whitlich, who also posted that on our Facebook page. 'Cause I forgot all about that. It had basketball in the title, so I glossed right over it.
Yeah, Dear Basketball should have rang a bell, but yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a best score for animated short, but if there was, John Williams would be up for that too, for his 52nd nomination.
Yes.
All right, now let's move right along and get the 200 party episode going on with some sound bites of the past 199 shows.
Woohoo! Okay. And Richard put together this amazing clip montage, so you guys will hear that when you hear the show. So tune in.
All right. So Skywalkers, weigh in. Let us know what you think about the Oscars in general and what your picks are.
Oh yeah.
At Skywalking Pod, or even on Facebook.
That's right.
You know, we'll have to create a Facebook post for this.
Yes, we will. So now, let's get that 200th episode party started with some favorite sound bites from the past 199 shows. That sounds fun. That's fun to say.
It is a lot of fun to say.
All right.
All right, coming out of the clip. All right, and now let's hear a message from one of our very first listeners. Sorry, taking this. All right, one more time. Sorry. All right, now let's hear a message from one of our very first listeners who was there for episode number 1 all the way up to 200. I hope he's up for 200. One more time.
That sounded weird.
Yeah. All right. Getting loopy on the medication.
By the way, we want to thank you guys. We see your messages about thanks for the 200. So Thank you so much. We've been seeing them as we record.
All right, now. All right. So Sarah, when you hear all of those clips, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, we've done so much. It's like crazy for 4 years of our lives.
Yeah, going through some of those shows, like I don't recall that, but sounds fun.
I know. Yeah, it's amazing. So thank you for doing that. That's an amazing clip montage.
Well, you are welcome. Couldn't have done it without you.
I was reading a Star Wars book, and you were doing the clip montage.
And we couldn't have done it without all of our Skywalkers out there, including one of our Facebook admins, Joey Pittman, who has been there since episode number 1.
Wow. Yeah, and now he's our Facebook group admin. And he also commented on Facebook. Never mind. Yeah, should I say that?
Now, before we roll into Joey's message, just got to say that he had written something on Facebook that said, listening to the music for Fantasmic was forever changed.
Aww, for us too, definitely.
Whenever we're at Disneyland, we hear that music, it's we want to break into, hey, Skywalkers! Welcome back to...
Skywalking through Neverland.
There's also a little possessive thing going on there too, like, hey, this is ours! All right, now let's roll into Joey Pittman's message.
On another note, Reynold Gobiel, happy 200 from the Gobiels at Gaston's Tavern in Orlando.
Oh.
Yay! No one drinks like Gaston. No one coughs like Gaston. No one has big hairy chest like Gaston. Okay, I don't know.
All right.
He says something about
Reynold,
being hairy.
Yeah, send us a Skywalker selfie.
Yeah, Skywalker selfie. Hashtag.
All right, rolling out of Joey's message.
Okay.
Now we got a bunch of Facebook messages, like this one here from Patrick Izzo, who I think is still with us over here on Facebook.
Excellent.
And he writes, things that definitely stand out in Skywalking Through Neverland. This is definitely the most positive Star Wars podcast and Facebook group that's out there. Everyone is welcomed, and even though there are differing opinions, it's a place where everyone can have a free discussion, everyone can have free and open discussion. Rich and Sarah have done a great job tracking down awesome guests for the podcast, like Colin Cantwell and Gary Kurtz. It's always fun, and it's a place that makes you feel like a huge family. Congrats on number 200.
Oh, those are lovely thoughts. So thank you so much, Patrick. And Jeremy Hunt also chimed in here and said, "This podcast has given me and my family a tribe, a place to be, a fandom family. It took us from casual fans on the outskirts to feeling like we're part of the movement. To go further, though, because of our interactions with fellow Skywalkers at events and online, Skywalking Through Neverland has given us a group of what I now believe to be lifelong friends. I don't chime in enough here, but truly, this group of people continue to be a high point in my life week after week. Thanks, Richard and Sarah, and also to the great group admins. Much love to all of you Skywalkers we've shared some time with over the years, and here's to more good stuff to come."
Wow, we're part of the movement.
Aw.
I like that.
I know.
We're a movement.
Well, everyone, I like that he also mentions fellow Skywalkers because, I mean, without you guys listening and interacting with each other, there wouldn't be this family that we have. So it's just amazing.
Yeah, Jeremy's on Facebook right now,
Yeah.
and apparently he's got some dust in his eye. Go ahead and wipe away that dust.
Oh,
We roll into Jeff Long's message.
yes.
All right, now with that, let's get into... Oh, I don't cough this much until we have to record.
That's because you're talking a lot, so.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Sarah, with that, let's... I'm taking too much medication for this. It's not supposed to happen.
Mm-mm.
All right, Sarah. Now, with that, let's talk about the music for The Last Jedi. Something we've been planning on for quite some time. You've asked for it, and now here it is.
Now, are we going to record this later?
Yeah, let's record this later
Okay.
on.
So we will record this later. I will hopefully do it live.
Yeah, we can do it live.
Okay, we'll do it live, but later.
But, yeah, I just haven't really prepped 100% for that.
Richard hasn't prepped.
No,
I prepped.
I've been editing.
I know.
When you hear the show, you'll see why.
Yes, you'll have some really awesome. This will be an awesome episode.
Yes. Let's listen to Chewie and the Porgs. We do a live reading. Live on tape
It's
reading.
so much fun. Chewie and the Porgs. I can't
Coming
believe-
soon by Rob Dellinger.
I know. Okay. Here we go. Are we starting here? With the now keeping with the music theme here?
Yes. But I had a question for Din,
Oh, okay.
and he
Music breakdown, yes. We'll be doing that later. So look for a live show thing that says something about the music of The Last Jedi. The spark is my favorite piece. Oh, John, yeah, I think me too, actually. I love this spark.
All right.
Oh, where did her lightsaber go again? Yes? Music theme?
All right. Right here, type in singer of
Dim Singer?
singer.
Not Sky Singer?
No, just singer as in that's what he is.
Of.
Of what F-105.
Okay. There we go. Who else likes the spark on the soundtrack? Who else is that's like their favorite?
Okay.
Not being a music version.
All right. Ready?
Oh, cool. All right. Okay, yes.
All right, here we go. Now, keeping with the music theme, our good friend Din, singer of F-105, who sent us a 200th episode message.
That's not a full sentence.
No, it isn't.
Sent us.
Well, no, we changed it. Okay.
There we go.
Now, keeping with the music theme, our good friend Din, singer of F-105, sent us a 200th episode message. Now, F-105, they are a band to watch, and their debut album is coming out this April, which
Ooh.
has a lot of Star Wars-inspired music. Now, when we roll out of the clip, we'll play a little bit of Rebel Girl, the song we played a few months ago, but it's a great song that's definitely an earworm. Well, thank you, Din. And you know what? We'll reciprocate by playing Rebel Girl. All right. Thank you very much, Din. And now we'll reciprocate by playing a clip from Rebel Girl.
Rebel girl. Okay. Here we go.
See, I told you it was going to be an earworm. See, was I right? Earworm?
Absolutely. All right, our 200th episode celebration continues, and we have some comments from Skywalkers. So let's start here with Kai Charles. She wrote, I have 2 episodes in mind that come to her mind when she thinks of us. One was the 2015 Celebration Anaheim panel, where I met you and Richard for the first time and live tweeted for you. And number 2, attending an event. And number 2, attending an event on behalf of Skywalking Through Neverland, the Freemaker Adventures, and talking on the show with you about it. Oh,
That was the press conference, wasn't it?
that was. Yeah, we couldn't make that one, so we sent Kai. She did an awesome job.
Now, Brian Sims writes, I recall episode 86, end of July 2015, and it was my very first podcast that I put on my old iPod because I did not know it could go on my phone until Anthony Fox told me all about the podcatchers much later on.
And as a coincidence, Brian Sims just joined.
Well, his ears were burning.
Yes.
I recall meeting him at the Force Friday event in 2015 and saying that we were his very first podcast.
I recall the tweet where he was asking Adam Bray what podcast to listen to, and Adam Bray recommended us, and I was the first tweet person to respond and give him a link to an episode.
And now he's become a close friend.
Yep.
All right, David Manderville writes, I don't recall my first episode, but I can't imagine not having them around.
Aww. That's very true. What would we do without this podcast?
Sit in a room talking to ourselves?
I don't know, but let's hear from Chica Fent.
Chickafant's parents.
Yes. Exactly. I don't think Chica Fent can talk.
Now it's Skywalker story time with Chewie and the Porgs. You just can't say Chewie and the Porgs without hearing Benny and the Jets from Elton John.
I'm totally hearing it in my head.
Right, but with
Chewie and the Porgs.
Chewie!
Chewie and the Porgs.
No.
And honestly, the nostalgia people also thought the same way.
See?
I know.
It's right there. So we sent out a message to Rob Dellinger, the John Williams of podcasting. Look how John Williams ties into this whole show. And said, Rob, you gotta write something. You gotta write it. So as we talk, Rob is on the case. And as we talk about it, Rob is home composing.
So Rob Dellinger went to task and wrote this, which has not been written yet. So we can't play it for you yet, guys, who are on live. All right, so we already recorded this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here we're going to do
Can't wait for you guys to hear the Chewie and the Porgs.
know.
Sarah and I read it and added sound effects and music and a campfire sound bed.
Yeah, and then we'll have to put it like on a video on YouTube too.
Ooh.
Because by the way, what is it, the Porg video? What's that called? The Porg?
What does a Porg say?
Oh yeah, the What Does a Porg Say video has like over 21,000 views, something like that.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So yay,
You could
thanks.
spend 5 years on a fan film,
Yep.
get 1,500 views,
Yep.
spend an afternoon putting together What Does a Porg Say?
Yep.
And get 21,000 views. Well, thanks to Rob Dellinger and his kids for that one.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along. So we'll come back out to Darth Tuba's message.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Once you guys, I know. Thank you for tuning in live, but the full episode is going to be awesome.
I suspect that I'll be hitting the save on the podcast version.
Yeah. I hope
For
so.
Chewie and the Porgs. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that one.
Yeah. All right. Now, before we wrap things up, let's read some more Skywalker messages. Again?
No.
Okay, yeah. Amanda Bakken says, wow, in the iTunes podcatcher, you can actually view all previously listened to episodes. So I looked it up. My first episode was episode 92 on September 9th, 2015.
Wow.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's a good service. Now, David and Luann Manderville, they write, Rich and Sarah, wow, what stands out? Where to begin? I think for me, it's the love. Love of Star Wars, love of Disney, but most of all, love for each other and all of us fans. Also, I'm a big fan of the classic Marvel comics segments with Randy Martinez. Every time I see the word meanwhile, I hear Randy's voice going, meanwhile.
That's awesome.
Oh, you know what? This was from Laura Bryce. And
Well,
yeah.
then what did David and Luann Manderville
They
say?
wrote this.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yes. Yes. Alright, so you know what?
Oopsies. Okay.
Alright. Now, Laura Bryce writes.
And then you'll say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Oopsies. We messed up in our show notes. It happens.
Now, David and Luann Manderville also wrote us.
I'll say this.
Now, David and Luann Manderville also wrote us a very nice message.
We don't remember which show was our first, but we can't imagine our life now without the excited and always fun-loving voices of Richard and Sarah.
Woohoo!
Despite the fact that Richard hasn't been the rebel spy on Star Tours,
Thanks for bringing that up.
as of this email, his love for all things Disney and Star Wars goes straight to your heart and brings you along for the ride. And Sarah's love of fandom and all things Tinkerbell, not to mention her beaming smile, fill you with glee time after time. We have met so many people listening to Star Wars and Disney podcasts over the years, but the family we have at STN will last through our lifetimes. Happy 200th show, Richard and Sarah. Here's to 200 more.
Love, David and Luann Mandervillian.
The Mandervillians! Well, we couldn't have asked for more than that. Oh, lovely.
Alright, do you want to do this for later on, for our next show?
Yeah, that's fine. I just thought it was important to put in there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for sending in your recorded messages and your Facebook messages. We so very much appreciate the love and support over these last 200 shows.
Yes. Yeah, Eric Walker just chimed in. Happy 200th from the OM.
That's
I
the
love
original Mace.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, good to hear from you, Eric.
Yay. Aw.
Oh, and once again, you're coming in right at the outro.
Well, that wraps up our fabulous episode 200 of Skywalking Through Neverland. I didn't let you join in, did I?
No, you didn't.
All right, here we go. Well, that wraps up our fabulous episode 200 of
Skywalking Through Neverland. We'd like to thank all you Skywalkers for the love and support over all these years and coming back every single week to get your fill of positive entertainment in Star Wars and Disney fandom.
Now, as a reminder, we are affiliated with Pozu Shoes. They have the Ray High boots in brown and black. They have Porg shoes for both men and women. They have Stormtrooper shoes and Poe shoes and so exciting. So you can now buy some of those beautiful and comfortable shoes and support Skywalking Through Neverland at the same time. So once again, simply head over to skywalkingthroughneverland.com, mouse over the Support Us tab, and that Pozu link will be right there in the drop-down menu. So we receive that small commission every time you click through that link and buy these amazing shoes. We also want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. As of last week, I believe we got like 15 more subscribers. So just keep that going. Keep that subscriber train going. Head over to youtube.com/Skywalking Through Neverland and subscribe. We almost have 1,000. It's very exciting.
And do you know what else is exciting?
What?
Retrozap.com,
Yes.
where you can find articles and awesome shows like Brews and Blasters,
The Warp Trails podcast,
the Deucecast Movie Show,
Starships, Sabers, and Scoundrels,
Kanata's Castle,
Techno Retro Dads.
and Talking Apes TV.
Now, you can also find Skywalking Through Neverland at jedinews.co.uk and also at fanthatracks.com. And Skywalkers, if you'd like to talk with us over social media, we are at SkywalkingPod for Twitter and Instagram. And we also have our lovely, wonderful Facebook.
Tis that season.
Yes. And we also have our wonderful and lovely Facebook group, which you just search Facebook for Skywalking Through Neverland group. You request to join, and you have to answer 2 questions. If you don't answer those questions, we cannot let you in. It's a closed group on Facebook. Only friends and people who are very nice and happy are allowed in.
All right. Now, with that, stay tuned for bits of conversation and me hacking and coughing endlessly right after these credits. And then, as always remember.
And right after that, always remember to look forward to the next 200 episodes.
And to leave everything on an up note. Nice.
Yay!
Right, Margaret Maid has chimed in. Hey, Eric Walker. I hope you're still there. You made the Skywalking Through Neverland 199 montage clip.
Yeah? Awesome.
Yes. Oh, and you know what? It was because of you that started the whole Bobby Porter train a couple of years ago. You had told me he was an Ewok adventure. I didn't know that.
There you go.
Yeah, so on our next episode of Talking Apes, we're going to talk with Bobby Porter, and then we'll have him on Skywalking Through Neverland in the near future.
Absolutely.
Talking about his Ewok and Disney days.
Yay!
So thank you to the original Mace.
And also some stories about, what's the actor? Robin Williams.
Oh, tear-jerking
Very,
stories.
very amazing stories. Okay. But, you guys, as for now, I think it's time that we close out episode 200. But be sure to tune in later. We will be recording live some thoughts on the music of The Last Jedi. So, look for notification for that.
All right, Patrick Ezra just asked, where's the new Talking Apes TV episode? Well, Patrick, Talking Apes TV is now done.